We'll do it again. Third take. Hang on. Take 3. Hello, you cultured listeners to music of all kinds. How are you doing? Welcome to Full Record Jacket with Phil and Ben. And Ben has got a jacket with a record inside it. What have you got, Ben?
I've got Oasis's Masterplan.
It looks like a Native American artifact.
Well, if you have a look closer now, ignore the silly ring light that I've got. But if you have a look there,
okay.
It's all. So when you play this record, which I'll probably never do, when it goes round, if you focus on one bit, it's like a flip book of the Masterplan video.
Right.
So it looks like they're walking out. This is the Blood Records limited edition version. They did 15,000 of them, and I got number 11,217. So this is the Zootrope Piss picture disc. I did get this one, and I did get the standard remastered version, and then I got the CD remastered version. I've already got the original from 1998 CD.
Do you have that with you?
I don't have the CD. Oh, I might have it. It's over there. I can see it. It's over there. So I've got that, and I've got. I think I've got 4 vinyls of the Masterplan, and 2 CDs now, and I think I even have it on tape from 1998 as well. So the greatest number 2 album of all time.
Now this is an Oasis album which I never bought, even though I really enjoyed Oasis. I never bought this album because all the B-sides I already had on CD singles. I'd bought all the singles all the way through the 90s. So I had it all. So I didn't really want to buy an album with all the stuff on I already had. I just burned my own B-sides compilation. So that came out in, I think, was it 1998? Am I right to think
1998. Rumour has it that it was released to pay a tax bill.
To pay a tax bill.
It went to number 2.
No, it's not every single Oasis B-side, but it's the vast majority of them, isn't it? From 94 up to 98.
It is. I think it was Q or NME said that even though it was a B-sides album, it was still Mount Everest to every other band's K2.
There you go.
So that's the kind of level of awesomeness that it was. So it's a. I'm just trying to find out what actually kept it off of number 1 at the time, but I can't actually see it at the moment. It'd be interesting to know what did keep it off number 1. But I'm just having a look at all the reviews, apart from Pitchfork, that only gave it 3.7 out of 10, because they're obviously morons. It did get sort of, and I think Rolling Stone, according to this, only gave it 2.5 out of 5, because they're obviously morons as well. But everybody else raved about it.
Was that a contemporary review at the time, the Rolling Stone one?
I'm just having a look. That was done in... a contemporary review of the Masterplan by Pitchfork in 2023 gave it 8 out of 10.
So they revised their opinion.
Yes, yeah. And I'm just having a look through to see if I can find what kept it off the charts, which I'm failing miserably. But yeah, I think whatever kept off, I bet it was something like Robson and Jerome or something awful like that. But I would possibly say it's the greatest B-sides album of all time. It's pushed close by Dead in the Boot by Elbow. I think that's a really good B-sides album.
I don't know that, you see. I don't know many of these B-sides albums. Now, another band that have done a lot of B-sides I know are highly regarded by their fan base of similar era is Suede. They had a B-sides album.
Yes, I do have that B-side album. And I don't know if you can see it behind me. I have the OK Computer. Not a massive Radiohead fan, but I do like OK Computer, and I do like the Bends. But this is the triple vinyl edition here, and it's got the OK, Not OK B-sides. So you can see they're 97 to 2017 included with it. I've not listened to that bit yet because it takes me a lot anyway to listen to Radiohead. and yeah,
I find them quite mood dependent. I really do have to be in the
yeah,
right mood
yeah.
for Radiohead.
I personally think this, as a B-sides album, it could quite easily have been an album. I know it's an album on its own merit because it's an album on its own merit. But if it was released as part of their catalogue as a standalone studio album, it would be you wouldn't have blinked twice at it. It probably would have fitted better between definitely maybe a Morning Glory more than Morning Glory to Be Here Now. I think it links. Obviously, it does link those two albums anyway because that's where the B-sides are from. But if it came out, this was the second album. I don't think you would have batted an eyelid, really.
No, do you think it flows as an album? Because all these songs, of course, quite a random set of songs. But do you think it works as
Yeah,
an
because it
album
opens with that
experience?
yeah, so you've got that down, 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 that, and then you got Underneath the Sky, which is that sort of quick, punky sort of vibe, and then it slows down into Talk Tonight, and then Going Nowhere on a Train, and then Fade Away, the Swamp Song, I Am the Walrus Live. That's probably the only track that probably, even though it's a great version of it, it says live, but I don't think it was live. I think the audience thing was recorded afterwards. I think it was some sort of Sony gig they were doing, and it was sort of like the sound from the sound check from that.
Okay,
I think
because
so. You
wasn't
got
that
Listen
officially
Up.
okay? Wasn't that just 1 second? Wasn't that I Am the Walrus listed as being somewhere in Glasgow?
Yes,
Have I
yeah,
got that wrong? Was it the Glasgow Cat House or something like that? Or the
something like
Glasgow?
that. I'll have a look on here.
Was that fake? Was that not real? Then was it not really
It
recorded there
wasn't.
at
It
all?
wasn't live, because it
There
was.
wasn't
I
a
think the
real
audience
audience when they
part
did it.
was dubbed back on because I
Okay.
think isn't it at the start of it where Liam's going. Don't care if it's not our song. Don't care if it's not our song because you're cool or something like that, isn't it? That he sort of,
Oh yeah, yes. He says something like that.
yeah.
I would have thought you would have known exactly what he says.
Well, you would. I've not listened to that version for a little while, dude. Shouldn't care if it's not our song because you're cool. Something like that. I'm
Something.
sure it's
It
along
is
those
something like
lines.
that. Yeah, yeah.
He says so. But then you've got So then you've got Listen Up, which is a great track. Because I do, Listen Up's quite got sort of a little punky vibe. Rocking Chair, I love Rocking Chair. A lot of people don't sort of. I love the fade in on it. It's got that
Oh,
sort
that's
of.
on there. I didn't know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that was on that. I wondered whether that was one of the ones that had been missed off that album. But it's on
No,
there.
that's
Okay.
on there. And then you've got Half the World Away. It's Good to Be Free, another sort of punky sort of. And then Stay Young, which is obviously from Be Here Now, which a lot of people said should have been the A side instead of. Do you know what I mean?
Could have been a hit for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Followed by Head Shrinker, another sort of
Oh, I do like
fuzzy,
that. I do like Head
fuzzy,
Shrinker.
punky song. And then obviously then it closes out with the Master Plan or Master Plan, depending on whereabouts in the world you're from. But it's I look at it and I think there's not a bad track on there.
Yeah, it's a good
I
collection.
think it's one of those albums.
What got
And I
missed
know
off?
Noel. What's that?
What B-sides got missed off?
Let's
Step
have a look.
Out's not on there, is it?
Step Out because he obviously didn't want to pay
The
Stevie
royalties.
Wonder any more royalties.
There's also the Slade cover. That's not on there, is it?
Fade Away is not. Oh yeah, Fade Away is on there. I'm just trying to work out what else is.
Do You Want to Be a Spaceman? That's not on there, is it?
That's
another
not on
one
there.
that was a
Sad Song
B-side.
isn't on there, but I don't think that was ever a B-side. I think that was a hidden track on.
It was a non-album track. Well, it was a vinyl track, wasn't it? And then what about Alive? That was another song, wasn't it? Alive?
Yeah, that was a demo, wasn't it? That was the demo version. Was that on Shaker Maker?
Very early one, anyway.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any actual songs that were other B-side songs that aren't on that.
Was there? Because I think on Whatever you had a Live Forever live version. I'm sure that was on whatever.
Yeah, although I suppose a song that had already come out wouldn't count. So a live version only counts if it's a song that's otherwise not
Yeah, you got Listen Up
studio.
there. Take Me Away, but that was Take Me Away isn't on there because that was that B-side on Supersonic. Take me away just for today because I'm sad here on my own. That one.
I also quite like some of the other B-sides from the Be Here Now era, which are not on there. Stay Young's on there, and What's It Going Nowhere? But there's other ones, aren't there? Like my Sister Lover and I Got the Fever.
Yeah, I do like them. Yeah, in fact, I've got down flashback to the days when we were lost, and then Angel Child, the demo of Angel Child as well.
Yeah,
that was what else was on there? Because obviously it was released in '98, so it's not going to have some of the later ones on. But you did actually do me some of your own rips, didn't you? And I've still got those 3 albums. I've still got those albums with some of those. Yeah, because what did you have around that time? My Sister Love. I've got the Fame. The Fame was another one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's maybe the fame call up in that one. I'm just trying to. I don't know. I can't. To be fair, I should have probably done some research, shouldn't I? I think that's about all of them, isn't it? Going Nowhere's on here. That's the one he wrote while stuck on a train.
I think that's it. Well, viewers, if you've got any other Oasis B-sides from up to 1998 that we've not mentioned, you know what to do.
Throw them in. Yeah.
Chuck them in.
Yeah, definitely Angel Child. Angel Child was a good song, and I would have liked to have heard that finished, if I'm honest.
Yeah. That really was the classic B-side era for Oasis. Obviously, there have been a few good B-sides since, but nowhere near as many. Not the
you had things like "Pass Me Down the Wine," "Shout It Out Loud" from "Stop Crying Your Heart Out." That was quite. In fact, when I was a married man, that was actually my first dance song. "Shout It Out Loud" off of "Stop Crying Your Heart Out."
Well, I would go with "Let's All Make Believe."
The hidden B-side.
Another favourite one.
Yeah. Because that was on Standing on the Shoulder of Giants, wasn't it? Because it had Cigarettes in Hell as the other B-side.
Yeah, I think that was Go Let It Out, I think.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
I can't remember there's another one from that album which Noel sings, which I quite like as well, and I can't remember which B-side that is. There's another one. It's not Cigarettes in Hell. So is it One Way Road?
Yeah, One Way Road.
It might be that one.
Like a one-man band clapping in the pouring rain. I don't know from where I've come or from where I came or something. Paul Weller covered that on his Studio 57 album or whatever it is he did. So he covered that on there. And I'm sure, don't quote me on this one, I'm sure Rod Stewart might have covered it. He's covered one Oasis B-side, didn't he?
Has he? Well, I know that Rod Stewart did Cigarettes and Alcohol. I know that.
Yes, I could be getting it confused with that one.
I don't know whether he's done the B-side.
But yeah, that One Way Road, I really like that one because it's also got sort of the ambient background noise in it of the sort of birds singing and stuff as it sort of fades out and that. So, but yeah, as regards to the greatest B-sides album of all time, then this is it. Unless anybody can tell me any different.
There's a challenge, viewer. Have you got a better B-sides album, an official album by a band or an artist where their B-sides were compiled and were officially released with or without their consent? I mean, not all these albums are released with the artist's consent.
Are we going to say B-sides albums that have only been officially released?
Well, I think so, because we're not going to go to bootlegs. We're only going to do ones that the record company put out, whether the artist wanted it put out or not, and they'd have to be. Yeah, they've got to be all B-sides or non-album tracks that are compiled together.
I mean, the Masterplan as a B-side. I mean, Noel has even said that he was obviously an idiot because he just thought the well would never run dry of songs, and he was just asked for a B-side, so he wrote the Masterplan, and somebody said to him, "Are you sure you want this as a B-side?" And he was like, "Yeah, it will do." because he just thought he was going to kick, So just for that, I mean, yeah, it's just filled with great tracks, which, as one of those music magazines said, this is Mount Everest to a lot of bands' K2s, that the Masterplan of B-sides was better than most bands like Embrace's at main studio albums. Sorry, Embrace, but it's true.
There you go. Okay, well, leave us a comment and we will see you on the other side.
I see what you did there.
Got
That's
to
really
try,
good.
man.
Oh,
Got to
you do
try.
try. Yeah, you do try.